The purpose of this demo is to trigger a web service call within ECC or CRM to some external source and prove that we can send, receive, and evaluate the request and response. We do this all without the assistance of PI or some other intermediary service. In this demo, we'll be using an Australia shipment web service. It provides several APIs, which are accessed by setting the appropriate parameters, headers, authentication, and JSON payload, where applicable. Our demo utility builds the necessary information for each of the web service calls you will see in the main screen. When we first launch the demo utility, we see two main sections. One, an API scenario where we have several radio button choices, and two, a testing flag where we can create a failure condition for each scenario choice. As we walk through each option, we'll trigger a success scenario and a failure scenario so you can see the various responses. As the results are displayed for each scenario, you'll notice two sections. The upper portion of the results provides a sample of the raw JSON response received from the request. The lower portion displays a more readable hierarchy of the parsed JSON. As we go through each scenario, we can pause and evaluate the results. Let's get started. The get order summary call is a special situation where it actually returns a PDF instead of a JSON response. So you can see that we handle that here. The create order API is really creating a manifest, and we're going to run into an error because one of the requirements is to have a label generated, and we haven't done that in one of our scenarios. So we're secretly behind the scenes doing an additional API call to a create label so we can have that ready when we actually trigger our create order. The first response that you're going to see is from the create label API that we've called. We need to give it a little bit of time to generate, but then once we've done that and we press the back arrow, we're then going to see the create order response, which is what we're looking for. Thank you. This concludes the demo. I hope you've enjoyed seeing web service calls in action. Please take some time to look over the source code used for this demo. As you find better ways to implement web service calls for your projects, please share that knowledge with the team so we can all learn together.